What's good? What's good? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ryan from the Six, and it's like a little update video, I guess you could say. A little bit of it's kind of gonna be a fun live stream, talking about a whole different side of boxing that we usually don't talk about much. Talking about the WBC Grand Prix Phase Two. Um, it's kind of a little bit of bias to me because obviously we got my fellow Canadians. We got Eric in there, Eric Bazaran. We got Spencer Wilcox. We got Derek Pomerello. Shout out to Derek, man. Hopefully I didn't botch his name. Basically what I'm saying is I'm excited for my Canadians, man. I'm excited for them. I'm also excited for another cat named Troy Nash. He's from America. I think he might be the youngest in the featherweight division, from what I remember. 19 years of age. He only got 4 professional belts, but he's got an educated jab, man. His jab is really good. I think as he continues to add more tools, man, he will be a good boxer, man. That's for sure. And obviously we're gonna talk about the big press conference today. Also, Edgar Berlanga, Hamza Shiraz down in New York City, man, July 12th. That's gonna be an amazing card. I mean, the card itself speaks for itself. I mean, you got David Morrell's back, Alberto Pollo, Sabril Matias, Iman Kativ. He's fighting David Morrell. We got the co-main event, Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda. And then we got the main event, Edgar Berlanga and Hamza Shiraz. Like some people, not really high on that, but it is what it is. But we'll start here first, man, with the WBC Grand Prix. Obviously, Phase 2. Phase 2 is back. Let me know what y'all think about it, man. Phase 2, the featherweight division. Obviously, I think it's one of the more skillful divisions for sure. Definitely the skill position, or sorry, division. But I just think it's also it's still very unknown. Like we still don't know what to expect from that division in a sense of even if whomever emerges from this tournament, like how like we're gonna see, man. This is the first tournament, but I'm just thinking about, okay, if you win this tournament, how far does it push you in the stardom in the boxing? Does will this really get you a big promotional deal, a high ranking? What is the outcome? Because I think the thing about this tournament is, okay, what if I just go fight, 4 decent fights and build my career with a company and then get signed by a big company? Then you don't need the Grand Prix. But I think at this point, the WBC Grand Prix is for all the fighters who do not have big promotional contracts and need the extra set of eyes to get into that position, right? So, I think it's a good tournament, man. I like it. I like the way it's formatted. Um, I think it's gonna be good for the sport should they continue to do this. I think the only thing that I'm concerned about is like, hey, man, going forward, can we do something like this more than once? Like, can the other sanctioning bodies produce something like this? Obviously, I think Turkey Al Sheikh has to be involved, but can you imagine like a WBA tournament, WBO tournament? Like, is that possible, or is that too much? Would that be too watered down for boxing? But in the featherweight division, I am looking at Troy Nash. Like I said, started my video with the American kid, Troy Nash. I think he's the youngest in the featherweight pool at 19 years of age. Um, the kid's got a good jab. He's very, very educated, like I said, with his jab. He doesn't like to. I'm not gonna say he doesn't move his head, but his jab is so good that he doesn't need to do the added movements that you know the usual modern day boxer would have to do. Like this kid is very smart with his boxing, and it was good. It was good to watch him the first time, man. I liked what I saw from him. Shout out to Troy Nash. I think he's from Houston. No, sorry, he's from Colorado. Trains in Houston, I think. But that kid just, he has a good jab, and that was the first thing I noticed about him. I was like, man, he's coming out composed, and he's doing this thing, man. Shout out to my guy Oscar in the building. And yeah, he came out composed, man, and did his thing. Literally, I was thinking to myself, like, man, Troy Nash, he may not be ready because he's 19. He's only got 4 fights. He may not be ready. A lot of the guys in the tournament have like 8, 10 fights. They're like 10-0, 8-0. But I guess it matters, right? It matters who you fight. And a lot of these guys, let's be honest, they haven't been fighting the greatest opposition. So yeah, that was great for Troy Nash on his part to get the win. I think his next fight he should win too. But that's definitely a kid that we should all watch because I think he's got a good technical boxing background. I think at that featherweight division, you have to be technically sound, the smaller weights. And yeah, I think Troy Nash could do his thing, man. For sure. I mean, we still got lots to see from this tournament. I mean, you still got 3 more fights, I think. We got June, and I think there's another 3 months. So July, August, September, and then the main is in like December or something like that. The last event for the WBC phase, right? So I think in that perspective, Troy Nash can make some moves, do his thing. Um, I think he's got an extensive amateur background, but me personally, I've never heard of him being a American Olympian, but clearly, let's think about it. When was the last Olympics? Like last year. Okay, he would have been possibly an Olympian. I don't know. I think he started his pro career last year. Matter of fact, let's just bring his box rec up to make it all easier and just stop speculating. Because I think he started last year, which would not have made him. Well, I don't think you focus on the Olympics if you're gonna go that route, right? So I mean, if he started his career last year, his focus wasn't on the Olympics. So yeah, I think he would have just said, "Forget it, man. I ain't going to the Olympics," which is okay. But shout out to Troy Nash. He is an American fighter, fighting out of Colorado Springs here. Yeah, 4-0. He's only got 1 KO, so he's not like a power puncher. 19 years of age. So he can grow into his power, though, as we know. And like I said, like a lot of these guys, they haven't been fighting top opposition before getting to the tournament. So yeah, he started in 2024 March. So yeah, he wouldn't have fought in the Summer Olympics last year. Yeah, he's probably focusing on his career, you know. So shout out to him, Troy Nash. But yeah, that's one of the guys to look forward to in this game, man. Also we got super lightweights. Super lightweights phase 2. Damn, bro. I like not too many guys outside the guys that I watched, right, really stood out. Shout out to my guy. Just do boxing. Just do boxing. Make sure y'all check him out, man. Appreciate you, brother. But yeah, the super lightweight division in the WBC Grand Prix wasn't that crazy for me. Obviously my dogs, man. Had them on the show. Spencer Wilcox and Eric Bazaran. They both fought, both won. I thought they both looked great. Put on a good showing. Represented. Did what they were supposed to do. Got the job done. Now we here. Now we here. Back to boxing. But I just think that like the WBC Grand Prix for this division is tough. You look at 135 in just regular boxing, like I'm saying, the pros right now. It's probably the most slowest division, man. Like in terms of the top. Like the guys aren't fighting each other at the top. Like we don't have any unified champ there. I think Keyshawn has the belt at WBO. Shakur has the belt at WBC. Tank's got the BA, and Lomachenko is currently champion in recess with the IBF. So the 35 division has been stagnant, you know, for the last whatever time, man. But shout out to my guy, Dr. Boxing Talk. Yes, sir. We're here working. Yes, sir. We working, bro. Shout out to you, man. Make sure you guys check out Doc, man. He go live every morning, man. Early in the morning. He'll get you right. But yeah, the super lightweight division just been ugh. It hasn't been the greatest, right? The 135ers, and that's because they're not fighting. But Spencer Wilcox, man, let's start with him. He had a good fight. Definitely one of my key matches to see is him. You know, he's got one coming up against shoot, sorry y'all. Some messing with this up. But yeah, he's got his fight coming up against the Polish guy. And this is weird, man. It's weird to me. I'm gonna have to show y'all this, but I checked on the box rec because I like to see the matchups, see, who the guys fight, who they fought. Cause I'm like, oh, maybe I watched that fight, or maybe I remember this guy. There's a few guys who just stood out to me. So I'm like, okay, maybe I remember seeing him. Let me go check his box rec. And on box rec, it said this guy lost in the first fight, majority decision that Spencer's fighting. And then the Mexican guy won. But I don't know. We haven't heard any reports or nothing like that. So I'm like, bro, like, did the Mexican guy, like, did he get injured? Or are we gonna take it even to a worser scale? Like, did he pop dirty? Like, it's just like when you see certain type of things, you just can't ignore it. You're like, man, like, what happened to that dude? Why is Spencer Wilcox fighting the loser of the first round instead of the winner? Like, something obviously occurred here. Like, was the guy not eligible for the tournament? Was it paperwork? I just like to get some answers on that because I actually thought that was a little, I'm saying, that was a little suspect when I saw that. But shout out to Spencer Wilcox. I know he's training hard. That kid puts in the work, man. He does what he needs to do, crosses all the T's and dots. Um, I think he'll be fine, man. I think he'll get past this guy, get into the next round. He's definitely got a shot to win it, man. That's for sure. This kid is talented, Spencer. So I think we'll see a better performance from the first fight. I think he'll be a little bit more acclimated now. And I think that across the whole pool, I think everybody's done it now. The flight, the setting, the 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 lead up to it, the walkout, everybody's done it now. So second time around, everybody should be a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, the stakes are a little bit higher, but everybody should be like, okay, we done this before, been through this before. Okay, now it's time to, be better. So I think second time around we'll see better fights from all the guys. And including Spencer Wilcox's opponent. I think he'll come up, show up. But I don't know. I don't know how he became in this position. I don't know if the other guy got injured and then they just, they brought his slot up. They're like, okay, well, we'll bring the guy who he fought. I'd like to get somebody from the WBC Grand Prix to go ahead and just tell us, the fans, what happened with that guy because I think they should have rules in place to where, like, okay, if a guy can't move on or gets injured or something like that, we could throw somebody in that we think is worthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, have a system like that to where you're telling a couple guys, hey, be on standby, just in case somebody gets injured because you guys are next guys up. But who knows? Maybe that was the plan here, and yeah, maybe he just got injured and he couldn't continue. But we'll see. Shout out to Warlock Boxing in the building. Salute, salute. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Obviously my other brethren, my Canadian brethren, Eric Bazaran. He's in the match too against Danileo Lozan. I think he's from the Ukraine. I think it's gonna be a tough fight for Eric, man. It's I watched Danny's fight, Lozan's fight. He's pretty good, man. As these Ukrainian fighters, they are schooled technically well. I think the thing about Eric, what he brings to the ring is he brings that unique style, man. And I don't know if y'all saw my interview with Eric. I actually told him, I was like, man, I was concerned about your style at first because, bro, like you like Prince Nazim, like you leave your hands down, you were in front of people, you move a lot too. So I understand how you're throwing people off, but the kid makes it work. Like the kid does it, and he's probably one of the few people that do it and can get away with it. And I think the style that might frustrate this Ukrainian guy because it's very unorthodox. He's not gonna be technically right in front of you. This kid's gonna be with his hands down, but like he's gonna be moving and moving and moving and moving, and it's gonna force the Ukrainian guy to make adjustments. So we'll see what Eric could do. I got him winning too, of course, and I think he'll look good doing it. I know the first fight he beat the American kid there, and now like I said, with him, no difference. Like second time around, he should be more comfortable. I mean, we know what to expect. You've been through the process now, so it should be a little easier getting there. Getting the Saudi on time, getting your sweat in, getting your weight done. All that stuff should be good for Eric. Second time around, and he should have a better performance in the first fight, and I think he will. I think Eric and Spencer, the good thing about them, they're in the same division, super lightweight, but they're on opposite ends of the brackets. So they won't be fighting each other anytime soon, man. So I mean, if both these brothers keep winning, you know me, man, I'm gonna have them both back on the show. If it's an all Canadian matchup in the finals, man, you know me. I ain't gonna have no I ain't gonna have no bias, but I'm gonna be happy that, these two young men would have brought their stardom right to the world stage, man. I'm hoping that by the time it gets to December, that Turkey Al Sheik puts these fights, the finals, on a big undercard, like a big name undercard, so they get the recognition they deserve, right? Shout out to the WBC Grand Prix. This is the first of their kind, I think, man. But yeah, man, shout out to Doc, man. He said that's a great breakdown. I see what you're saying. Yeah, man. I just hope the guys show up though, I hope they show up. Obviously, we've heard all the stories about Saudi, people getting sick, people not really getting in time there, even that. And certain news and media reporters not being, what do we say, not being approved. I don't know if y'all heard about that, man. I like Turkey El Sheik, but I didn't like when he did that. Boxing scene didn't get approved to cover the Eubank Jr. and Ben fight, and obviously that's strictly out of because the guy who owns Pro Box, Gary Jonas, he just bought boxing scene. And I don't know if y'all I seen Gary Jonas. He's been on the Boxing Voice. He's vocally spoken about Turkey Al Sheik, and he doesn't really like what Turkey Al Sheik is doing in the sense of the way he's going about it. And Gary's kind of been on this whole, you know, all the cool kids at the table over there. I'm not joining them. I mean, I get it, man. I need Gary Jonas on YouTube. I don't know about y'all, but I love Pro Box on YouTube for free, and I love that they're going on the Saturday run. At first I hated it because I always miss my Wednesday fights, but we're getting good competition, man. Like that Erickson Lubin and Holmes card was pretty good on the weekend. I enjoyed it. It was on YouTube. It was free. So I mean, shout out to Pro Box, man. They own boxing scene, and I thought Turkey Al Sheik, I get it. You don't like what Gary said about you, but I mean, this is one of the biggest platforms for news for boxing people, boxing news. Or sorry, yeah, boxing scene. So you should at least just look at it like, okay, I'm doing a thing for boxing, not so much Gary. This is for boxing, but hey man, I can't tell that man who to who to talk to and who not to talk to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Oscar, he said, I mean, oh shoot, where'd it go? Nah, there it is. I mean, boxing is owned by Pro Box, and Pro Box been slamming Turk. Yeah, no, I'm not mad about it. I just think like certain things should be all right. I mean, a lot of people don't talk about it, but I mean, Gary Jonas still sends his fighters over there to fight on Turkey LC cards. Like that hasn't changed. I don't think it will. So they still do business. better be careful. Yeah, I heard Shakur still has his masses out. Yeah, running around that. Yeah, man. What did Masu say? I don't know, man. Kid Austin might pop up on the press conference today. Talk about Shakur Stevenson. We, yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, just boxing promoters being petty. I don't agree with it, but that's what it is, man. That's what it is. And okay, let's move on to the middleweight division in the phase 2 of the WBC Grand Prix. Shout out to the middleweight division. They need life, man. They need at least two dudes to come out of this thing and be superstars. That's what they need. And I hope my guy Derek Pomerello from Quebec, Canada can be that guy, man. He's definitely one of the favorites, I'm pretty sure. He's got one of the higher rankings of the pool in the WBC rankings. So I think he'll be one of the guys who get, you know what I'm saying, who get that opportunity to make it to the finals because, he's got a tough road though. I mean, his next fight is a tough fight. I do think the guy who's fighting next is pretty good. And for Derek, if he wins the fight easy, then he's gonna be the favorite by far. He's gonna be the favorite because I think a lot of people were high on the guy he's fighting. So if he can go in the ring and just destroy that dude and not even really make it a fight, people gonna be like, yeah, Derek, he winning this. And for him, man, I don't even think he's a guy who needed the tournament. And I say that because he is with Eye of the Tiger. Because they do fight on ESPN. So Derek could have had, you know what I'm saying, could have had a little bit of exposure on ESPN for whatever duration that contract is in with. But I think that also he's looking at it like maybe this is gonna be more active if he's thinking about, yo, I'm winning every fight. You gotta essentially think this is 4 fights, man, in a year. So this is activity for these guys. And I like to see Derek, man. You gotta, like I say, he got a tough fight, man. He's going against Paul Ryan next. Obviously a lot of people were high on Paul Ryan. He had a good fight. But I think Derek, man, I just think dude is really primed for this breakout time. Palm Loretto, he's definitely big for it, man. He's been working his ass off. Derek has, and he's been climbing the ranks, man. I think he's ready for this opportunity. So we'll see. We'll see what comes from it. Obviously, fighting on this stage in Saudi Arabia with everything going on in boxing, this is where a lot of guys want to be. And I just think for Derek, he understands it, man. This is time for me to stamp myself, get myself all the way up in the rankings. Who has the BC belt? Carlos Adames. Okay. So if he can get in the top 15, but if Adames and Janabek haven't fought by then, that's somebody you can be eyeing up, man. Potential title shot. Obviously, Carlos got to pick you, but we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes. I'm not too high on the middleweight division just because of the name, man. And Hamza Shiraz moving up doesn't really help that division because that's a guy who I honestly wanted Carlos Adames to rematch in America. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of controversy there with Turkey Al-Sheikh going to the mat, doing what he did. I didn't like that, but I'm not going to say anything crazy like some of these fans. But Turkey Al-Sheikh, man, he knows that was a wrong move. But he's throwing this guy in, Hamza Shiraz, in a dangerous fight with Edgar Berlanga, man. So let's venture into that, man. Big Edgar, King of New York. That's what he calls himself. He the King of New York. Big Edgar Berlanga back in New York City, in Queens, New York, man. That's where they fighting at the Louis Armstrong Stadium. Yo, they gotta freaking see. I don't know, y'all. I don't know pop culture. Like I don't follow it the way I used to follow it, bro. But I thought Fat Joe and 50 Cent were beefing, but man, he gotta get to 50 Cent. If you in Queens, you gotta get 50 Cent to walk you out, bro. Like he gotta get 50. I don't know who Edgar's publicist is or or who his team is consisting of. But man, they need to just reach out to 50 Cent, be like, yo, you trying to walk Edgar out? You know, we in Queens. It's only it's only right. It's only right that he brings 50 Cent out, you know? New York. King of New York shit. That would be some real King of New York stuff. And I don't know, man. I don't know if Edgar Berlanga, and like I said, I don't know what Fat Joe, if he deals with, 50. So it might be a dead in the water thing. It might just be one of those things where it's like, man, it can't work because I rock with this guy. This guy don't rock with that guy at all. Yo, I'm sorry, yo. It's just not gonna work. But hey man, what y'all think about the press conference? It's gonna come up. I don't even know where they're having it at, but let's check the Ring Magazine's website right quick. Um, I was under the impression, or I was hoping they would do it at the stadium, but it doesn't even look like they're doing it at the stadium. And shout out to Queens, New York, man. Got a lot of family there. My auntie, my cousins, they all from Queens. I think only one of them lived there now though. But yeah, man. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're gonna hold this press conference here today, which is also like a weird thing too, because like this press conference is not like it's not for the public, and I think this is another thing. Turkey Al Sheikh, you need to start opening things up to the public, man. Like the fans, the actual people, man. Like yeah, Warlock. Yeah, I think it starts in like half an hour or so. Yeah. I think they need to open those type of events up to the fans because, like, man, like these are big opportunities for these guys to get their profiles up, to touch the people, and to really sign some autographs, take some pictures, and just talk about their up and coming event. Like, man, I don't know how the Ring keeps dropping the ball on this, man. I feel like even the press conferences that they did also leading up to the Madison Square, not the Madison, the Times Square event, like not the one on Fight Week. I'm talking about the ones before. I feel like those ones were also not open to the public. So it's like, why are we so secretive with this fight? Yo, Gaming Marshall in the building, brother. A long time, but you see, I went live for a time that you could come through, brother. You see that, man. Try to help you out, man. Appreciate my UK brother, man. Game Marshall. He that dude. Go check him out. But yeah, I just think Hamza Shiraz, him getting with Andy Lee, man, that's huge. Get some Kronk inspired boxing knowledge. Andy Lee, he's been on this little tear of where he's like bringing dudes back, man. We saw what he done with Joseph Parker. There was somebody else corner. I want to say, man, there was somebody else corner he was in, and I was like, damn, like Andy Lee's just everywhere. He's doing his thing right now, and I think that could be a cause of concern for Edgar Berlanga. But I mean, Hamza Shiraz got to show me he can take a punch. That's what it is with me. Like Shiraz, he can't be out here. You know what I'm saying? Losing to dudes like Carlos Adames and then thinking he can go up to 168 and beat anybody. And that's no disrespect to Carlos Adames, yo. I just want to say that like Carlos Adames, I think is a small 60 pounder. Like I don't think he's very big for 60. And I don't see him going up to no 68 and beating those guys. I can probably beat Edgar Blanca, maybe. Oh yeah, it was Ben Whitaker. That's who's with Andy Lee's with now. That's who I was thinking about. Yeah, in the Liam Cameron rematch, yeah. Andy Lee's with him. And we all saw how that fight went. Ben Whitaker stopped Liam Cameron in like the second round or something like that. Shout out to him, man. He said early strain. Yeah, man. He said Martin McCauley lost all of his feared aura. Yeah, Martin McCauley. Yeah, man. I mean, Martin McCauley, he looked like he got paid pretty well. Now he don't really got that fire, man. I mean, can't be coming in 300 pounds. I think his best weight cut was against Jared when he first got that, you know what I'm saying, that Riyadh season check, the first one. Now it seems like he's just clearing checks. I don't understand it, man. You need to stop that, right? What conference is gonna consist of, I would hope that Williams Zepeda's there. Obviously, hopefully Shakur Stevenson's there, front and center. And then obviously Berlanga and Shiraz too. Even Hamza Shiraz gotta be there. It's a main event, it's a big card. They gotta have everybody on deck, man. I was even thinking like, why don't they have the whole undercard there? Because I mean, this is when you generally look at the card, it's a massive card. Like all the guys on this card can fight, man. This July 12th card. A lot of them can probably headline, not headline, but like they'll be in big events, you know, as co-main events for sure. They're either gonna be main or co-main. So you have that on this card. It's like, damn, that's dope. That's really dope. Like a guy like pretty sure Pollo, Alberto Pollo. I'm pretty sure he co-mained, didn't he? On the tank fight, on the tank in Lamont. Yeah, we gonna confirm that because I don't want to give y'all false information, but I'm pretty sure in the first one, Pollo and Sander were co-main. You know, but we'll see. Oh no, the co-main was Ry. Oh yeah, Ryo and Gary Antoine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That would make sense. Ryo was also a champion. Damn, that was a good ass card. Yeah, he said Bacody. He said he he went from fair to the McDonald pocket. Yeah, man. He is the McDonald's man. All he does is eat, man. Cody just he got chill, man. But yeah, I mean, you got David Morrell who headlined his last fight out, and like Sabril Matias, he's headline cards too. So there's a lot of dudes on here with high profiles already. Obviously, we trying to update profile with this card, but I think they got to have them all there. I don't think they're all gonna be there. I think it'll be obviously the two the double header, the main eventers. Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda and Edgar Berlanga and Hamza Shiraz. I think those guys will be there. But we'll see, man. We'll see what goes on, man. He said he ate too many Happy Meals. That's why he lost. Nah, I'm not going. Nah, I don't really count the Parker fight now. He came in on there on like a couple days' notice. I don't really. Nah, I kind of give him a pass for that one because we all know he wasn't even in training shape. This guy just came off an airplane and fought. Like there wasn't no expectations for that fight. If he would have won, then damn, that makes Joseph Parker look pretty bad, like really bad. A guy just beat you with no training camp and he just got off a plane. Like damn, that would hurt. So I think Parker had to go in there. He had to do what he did, or else a lot of people wouldn't take him serious. But yeah, man, make sure y'all smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the members for only $1 a month, yo. Definitely gonna be doing the betting show. That's what the members are gonna get. That's a special thing. We're gonna do some other things too. Just finalizing it all. But yeah, man. May 20th. Let's just see what goes on next with all that. Oh shoot. I just got I just got a notification about that whole press conference starting. They will be in New York. I wonder. I wonder where the presser is actually gonna take place. Right. I don't know. I think that matters. I think that does matter because you can showcase the stadium. You can showcase Queens. Let people in Queens know, hey, we got a big event going on. I think that helps, man, to the promotion. But I'm not going to. I'm not gonna say, hey, man. I'm not gonna say that what they're doing is terribly wrong, but I would much rather be on that hill of like, yo, man, I think that they should do it in the stadium. Like, just say, hey, this is the Armstrong Stadium. Um, set it up, get the people involved. You got to make it public too. Get the public involved. Let the people walk in. Let the local businesses walk in and check it out. See if they want to sponsor the event, and then yeah, go ahead and create that buzz, man. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Oh damn, Naoya Inoue entertains future showdown with Bam Rodriguez. Nah, yo, anyway, don't say that man's name, bro. Leave that man out of the conversation. Just leave that man alone. Shout out to Bam Rodriguez. That dude is him. But yeah, man, that's my whole rant though on the WBC. I just wanted to touch on it. Get y'all opinions on the Grand Prix. And yeah, man, I'm probably not gonna go live tonight. My son got baseball practice pretty late. And yeah, I think they start playing next week. So they got like 2 or 3 practices this week. Shout out to the kid, man. He made his little rep team, so he all happy. And I'm happy for the kid. But yeah, man. Everybody smash that like button, man. We about to get up on out of here. And I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace.